Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back. And today, once again, we're going to be working in my massive to-do box. There we go. Sliding along. As you can see, it's full of stuff that needs to be made into something. So I haven't really got much of a plan. I'm hoping it goes a bit better than last time because I felt I was floundering a bit. So I thought what I would do is start with this piece, which has been shoved in there. I think this was just made part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, I think, a little while ago. Used the papers that I've got for the 50s journal to make one. Didn't finish it. I just literally made a start and just turned it over and glued it down, but I didn't even finish making it. So I thought perhaps I should do that today because then I've got a journal for it to go into. So I think to start with, what I need... I think it's not very straight along the bottom here, so I think I need to trim it. Trim it up. Tidy it up. Don't want it too big. And hope that's, yeah, that's not bad. That can, I see this as something that can go into a pocket or a belly band or something like that. I don't know where to put this now because I haven't got anywhere. I haven't got any space to put anything. No, I'll just have to go on there and move it in a moment. So, I think what I'm going to do, probably need to start by gluing it down. That would probably be a good place to start. So, where's my little bottle? Let's do that. Glue this into place and then see where we go with decorating it. I can get the glue to come out. So I hope you're all well. I'm all good, apart from a very sore back for the moment. At the moment I've got, I don't know why, just hurting at the moment. It comes and goes. I get this sometimes. It varies. Sometimes it's on one side, sometimes it's on the other side. Right now it's right in the middle. Don't know why, but just have to get on with it. Ignore it and it'll go away in its own time. Right. Let's glue him shut. And I don't know if it should have had a thumb notch there. Not sure. Probably should have inked it before I glued it, shouldn't I? There's always something you forget to do until afterwards. So I think I will just ink around the edges because that kind of gives it that feeling of being finished off. But I'm going to, of course, I'm going to put some focal point on it and make it look, hopefully, look like a complete piece. I think I will round the corners as well. And of course I have to re-ink the corners. Nope, not that side. That piece. So when I start the journal, I will tell you about what papers I've been using and that kind of thing, all the kits. So, but this is one of the kits that I've picked out for the backing papers. Got a real 50s feel about it. It's a bit like a gingham tablecloth, really, isn't it? Right. So what I was going to do first of all, because I think this should go into a pocket rather than being a pocket, I'm going to put some writing paper on the back. I've got my folder with various scraps of things. What's this? That's quite nice. Piece of book page. Oh, it's a piece of book page from Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, but I want the plain bit. Okay, so I'm going to tear that down. straighten this edge off as well. Oops. I'll just tear a bit off this side as well. Not super straight, of course. Oh well. Let's tear a bit off the bottom. I think I'll just trim off some of these little bits here that it really tore a bit roughly. Not too much, just some of the sticky out bits. Right, and I'm just going to ink around this and glue it on. There we are. Oh, seem to have missed some gluing, top and bottom, I think. Not very good. Squeeze some glue in there. I'll use this. Okay, and the top. Yep. However much glue you think you put on, you never quite put it on everywhere. Right, so that's ready. It may need a little decoration, but for the moment let's see what we can do on the front. Now I've got this box, I don't know if I'll be able to use it, it's bits and pieces I bought a couple of mystery boxes from LA Treasures quite a while ago, and I never remember to look to use them, but I did find it had this die cut in there, and I thought, well, she's really perfect for a 50s journal. I'm not sure, I think the colour goes okay. It's not a brilliant match, but I think that'll be fine. So, and she's a good size too on here, so I think I'm going to use her. I don't know if I've got any other bits in here that I could kind of use to collage behind her. See what other bits I've got. I've got all sorts of wonderful bits and pieces. It's a piece of, ooh, that's a vellum sticker. That, no, I don't think that goes. It's quite 50s in its look, but I don't think it goes here. I'm really, really not good at this kind of thing. At collaging, I've watched some people doing some amazing collaging recently, and I'm just not something I'm particularly good at. I want to do it, but I don't really. I'm not really sure how to do it, how to go about it. But I quite like that because it's going to be a kind of 50s fashion sort of themed journal, so that could go somewhere on here. I don't know. So I'm just having a look in this box to see if there's anything else that takes my eye. A few longish bits. Sort of a ticket. Quite like the idea of using some cheesecloth, but I don't know whether that's going to work on here or not. Behind her, I've got an odd scrap here. So I'll just take that away. Hope that box isn't in the way of camera. Can I just have a look? Can you see what I'm doing? Not really. I'll put this over to one side. So would she go on there? Ticket to Athens, apparently. Put that behind there. Possibly. Let's have a look, see if there's anything else that I could pop in. Yep. All sorts of little containers for labels and things. I think the containers are as inspiring as the contents. Rain check. No. Well, it's got the purple stripe. It's purple in the dress, that's what I'm kind of picking out. I don't know. Why would I want layers and layers? I don't think I want quite this many layers. Maybe not that. Let's see. I feel like I should do more of this because then I'll kind of get a bit more confident at it. At the moment I really don't know what I'm doing. No. Got some more labels here. What can I use? I don't really want... I'm covering up Athens because I don't think Athens is really what we need. Well, kinda. What's that? Well, I kind of like that, I think. Right, where did this come from? Right. Yeah, why not? Alright, so take these off. I think I'll glue this bit of cheesecloth just because it softens that edge a bit. I quite like it. I haven't used cheesecloth for ages, but I do like it. Oops, oh good grief. Throwing things around. Just going to put a few blobs of glue. Lovely. Okay. I might just pull it over a little bit that way. think I need a piece of kitchen towel. Right. I'm going to put that there, just because. Just because it was the colour. Otherwise it just looks a bit bizarre to have a purple focal point without a bit more of that colour being kind of brought in. That's my reasoning. Right. And then we'll do a bit of that. And of course we've got the purple stripe, which is what I really have chosen this piece for. And then once we put her on, oh no, we need her other label, don't we, for her to kind of support her feet. Yep. Wanted that to go underneath a bit more. Under there. A bit more glue under here now. Nope. Right. And then I will put her right on there, like that. Something like that. Yep. Let's get rid of that. Right, let's see how she looks. Pop her there. Okay, it's a little bit different for me. I don't usually layer things up like this, but it's something I want to do more of because I've seen lots of people doing it and I just think it looks great. Not sure this looks great, but it's a start. It's a start. I did have another thought, but I'm not sure how that'll work out. But let me just get what I had in mind. Yeah, I do have this Dilution stamp set, and I thought I might be able to use it because it's got lots of little handbags. I think I've used these stamps before, and I thought if I could stamp a little bag, I could cut that out and make that a little extra bit of decoration. But which one? Kind of drawn to this one. And get it off the backing sheet. That's always the hardest part when they're new, isn't it? Getting them off the backing sheet. Okay. Right, let's put that over there. Let's okay, I've got a little stamp block. Now I think, what do I want to stamp onto? That's the question. I want to stamp onto a little piece of cream cardstock, I think. I've got some scraps here. These are left over from the Christmas projects that we did with Didi Farrago. I think, is that big enough? No, because I think I want to tear around it. Try that. Shall we use a purple? Memento elderberry. I don't know. Just feeling purple at the moment. Let's see. What I might do, rather than tearing round it, I think I might cut round it with my little ziggy-zaggy scissors. Make it almost like a little ticket. Okay. Try that. It's actually quite thin. I think this is more paper than card, but it doesn't matter. Is it a bit big? Might be a bit big. I do have a smaller bag, I think. A couple of smaller ones. Maybe they'd be better. Maybe this one would be better on this spot. I can use the other one somewhere else, I'm sure. Let's try this little one. That might be a better size. Just to put in this little corner here. Sorry, I'm off screen there, aren't I? Just move it up there. Okay, It's almost black, certainly the way I've done it. It's come out practically black, but it's okay. Flying bits of card. Boop. Let's check. I'm still on screen. Yeah, more or less. Okay, so I think I need to put some ink around that. Never got what I need to hand. I feel like this is a good colour for this piece. Dusty Concord. I'm just going to do a little bit of Dusty Concord around the edge. Certainly an eclectic mix of colours on this one, aren't there? Why not? Okay, how about that? It's quite sweet, isn't it? I'm starting to feel like the background's too plain. Because this is plain, I want to put something else on. I feel that's too plain. I know it's a bit boring. Maybe I should stamp it onto some book page. Let's have one more try. I know this is taking me ages. It's probably going to be the only thing I get finished today. Seems to be the way it goes with these things. Do I like that? Possibly. And then I will so I could stick this onto this piece of card. Maybe that would look a bit more interesting. Give it a try. Or maybe I'll put it on this after all, because otherwise it's going to be super thick. See if I can cut it now that it's got glue on it. It's not really liking me cutting it right now. I may have to let it dry. I'll just lock that off. Just see if it looks a bit. I think I prefer that. I will prefer that when it's dry. So while that's drying, let's put this one to one side. Might use this one as well. I thought I should probably make something to go in the pocket while I'm here, which is not necessarily using my to-do box. I could, but I have printed off a kit that I think would work here, that I'm going to use for this journal. So I've got to stay true to the journal, really. Okay, let's just... So I've got this kit, which I think I will hope will complement the one that I'm using for the journal. And this is the Joey Cardmaker 50s Gals kit. So it occurred to me, as he's got these journal cards, are they going to fit? I wonder. Who do I like? I like her. Oh, I quite like her. Let's see. Because if she's not big enough, I might back her onto something from my box, like some book page from the box. Let's just put that over here. Let's try. Let's see how this looks. Right, so what I'm wondering is if actually by the time, because I think the idea is you fold these over and then you've got a nice writing space on the back, which I do like, but I'm thinking, is she going to be a bit lost? I'm thinking I might need to back her onto something like some book page and then put this on the back of that book page. So I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. Let's see what's in my box that I could use. Okay, I've got some larger book pages. I want it to be a book page that I don't mind showing now. That's the problem. What's this? I don't know that these are any bigger though. Are they? Well, they are a bit. Let's see, how big is this? Because I want it to stick out enough, or at least come to the edge, and then I'll put a tab on it. Yeah, that would probably be okay. So if I was to put her on there, yeah, I really want the words to show. Got any that got the... It'd be better if I actually folded it straight. Oh dear, that's not straight, is it? Okay. I think that would work okay, I think. Right, let's put this aside and give myself a bit of space. Right, first of all I need to glue these two bits together, and I need to get them properly straight. and it just keeps popping up again. I'll have to straighten it as I glue, I think. At this bit. Right, let's just try and glue it straight. Right, if you go on there, little lady. I think I might just take a little bit off this edge so it's kind of even both sides. So I am still using something from my to-do box, that makes me happy. One small piece, but, well, there was a couple of pieces because the other one was from there too. And I'll put that on there. I think I better straighten this edge too. Right, so let's just give that a little ink around. Get rid of any white. And then I'll glue her onto my book page. Where's the non-gluey bit? This bit. Right. Okay. Not entirely straight. Are we entirely surprised? No. And then the backing, I mean, oh, well that's kind of writable anyway, but I'd still quite like to put this on here, I think. As it's meant to go with it. Oh, too much glue. Oop. Okay, and then I'm going to snip these corners. Just little snips. All the rage these days, isn't it? Snipping our corners, and I think that started with Rachel. Now we all do it because it really looks nice. Just I don't know, gives it a nice little finished edge. I think it also means when you're putting things in and out of a pocket, which is one of the reasons I like to do it, is it's not so likely to catch going in and out of a pocket. Right, what I would like to do on here is I think I need to sew around this. I really feel that it needs that finishing touch, but it's a bit wet at the moment, so that might be something I'll have to do off camera before I put it in the journal. So that's going to go in there. I think she's going to need a little tab, something to pull her out. Let's see what we've got. See if I've got any in my box that I've made before that would go. Probably not, but you never know. Got a variety of different colours and shapes of tabs. Kind of want something that will pull this together. I've got this purple one. Maybe that would work. Put that there. I think that would actually. Because keeping the image at black and white, that means it's going to fit in with any colour scheme. And as I've already used quite a clashy sort of colour scheme on the front, I don't really need to introduce any more in here. Right, so it's just a little bit, and I think I'll put that on, and then it would get, where's my glue book on? Then it will get sewn around with the whole card. Snip that edge, but I didn't snip that one for some reason. Oh, don't stick together. Okay. Alright, let's just pop you on there. And that will go here with this one. And let's see if this is dry enough. I think it might be. Sort of. It's not as crisp a cut as I had with just the cardstock, but maybe that's not a bad thing. It kind of makes it look a bit more vintagey if it's a bit rough. Is that just me? Wishful thinking. That's not cutting. Try the other way around. No. Ugh. No, it doesn't want to cut. Okay. Well, I think I'll have to leave that for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do it this side. I don't know. Oh, it seems to want to happier to cut it on this side. I think it may be just because the book page is a bit soft to cut into. Right, let's just try that bit of inking it up again. I don't mind that it's a bit rough actually, it kind of suits it with the book page. I think I'll pop that on there. I probably would have put it underneath if I'd have thought of it early enough, but I didn't, so it's going on the top. Okay. I don't know, I might even sew around this as well. I do like that look, sewing around things. So I'm sorry we didn't really get an awful lot done today. Seems to be the story of my life. I never get as much done as I hope, or even as much done as I even think is possible. So I've lost my pin. There it is. But we did use a couple of pieces from the to-do box, and that seems to be about all I can manage at the moment. But I'm hoping to get into my stride a little bit and make a few more things. I'm determined to keep going with this and keep working in this box, even if it just reduces it by a little bit each time, or over time. Because otherwise it's no point in putting things in there, is there, if I don't actually do anything with them. So I think I will try and keep going with this series. So I think what I'm going to do is every other week it'll be the to-do box, and the other week it will be the idea box, which I think is quite a bit of fun. And I feel like I have a bit more of an idea of what I'm doing when I work from that box. I have no idea what I'm doing when I'm working in this box, but I actually am quite pleased how this turned out. I think once this has been sewn, and I may even put a bit of lace on somewhere. I'm not sure at the moment where I put it. Might put a bit of lace down here. Could do that actually. Let's see what I've got. I feel it's not a completed project if I don't put a bit of lace on it somewhere. In this sort of thing anyway. Alright, let's have a look. So I've got this, but I think it's too wide. Yeah, I think it's too wide. I don't really need a wide piece. I'm thinking crochet lace, in case you haven't guessed. I think this might be the piece. Yeah, I think that's what I want. That will be the finishing touch I'm looking for. Let's get my pin back in before I lose it. Alright, so bit of glue down the edge. Come on, glue. I think it's dried up a little bit around the nozzle. I lost my little top for this, my little silver nozzle that had a pin in it. I dropped it on the ground, under my table. It just fell down, and I just haven't seen it since. I just can't find it. So I've just stuck with putting a pin in it, but I don't think it's quite as good. It still seems to work okay. It's just that pin doesn't seem, on its own, doesn't seem quite enough to seal it. So I think, should I do it that way? Yeah. Oh, I think I need another little line of glue. Not quite enough there. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, that's finished it off nicely. Right, so that's my little project for today. I mean, it started off just a piece of folded paper, so I'm quite pleased I've got a complete piece of ephemera now. You can write on the back of this, and you can write on the back of this, and it's just a nice little thing to put in my journal that I'll start one of these days. But I'll keep working on getting the ephemera ready, and then when the time comes, hopefully it'll come together more quickly. In theory. Alright, so there we go. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.